Hello friends, and welcome to Text Messages. Have you ever wanted to do something significant in your life? Something that was worthwhile and meaningful? Something that perhaps made a positive impact in someone else's life? Well, I certainly hope so. One of the things I've discovered is that most of us struggle with a feeling of being inadequate, of being less than, of being insignificant. If you've ever felt this way or had these thoughts, it's understandable because we live in a culture that glorifies greatness, that says that we have to be the tallest and the fastest, the slimmest, the prettiest, the smartest, that you have to come in first place or it just doesn't matter. And folks, that's just not true. When I think about the people who have made the biggest impact in my life, they've been ordinary people, not famous, not celebrities. They haven't made it on the cover of a magazine. They don't have a boulevard or a foundation named after them. They were people that I was simply doing life with, people whose character and wisdom and experience made an impact in my life. They shared their life with me. It was the way they loved and cared for me that shaped who I am, that shaped the way I view the world around me. As it turns out, it's not so much what we accomplish as much as it is who we are that matters most in life. And who we are, we discover in the book of Genesis. We are created in the image of God. God created us in His own image so that we could have a relationship with us. God values us, values being in relationship with us, loves us. And that is where our sense of self-worth comes from. We have intrinsic value because we're created in the image of God. I like the way the psalmist puts it in Psalm 139, verse 14. Says it this way: I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. Before we did one thing, from the moment that we were conceived, we are people of sacred worth. I have two granddaughters, and the other day they were playing, and they bumped noggins pretty hard. And the 2-year-old, she cried for 30, 45 seconds, and then off she ran to play. But my 5-year-old, she cried hard for about 4 minutes. And when she finally calmed down, her mom asked her, "Why did you cry so long and so hard over something that really didn't hurt all that much?" And without skipping a beat, she threw her shoulders back, she looked her mom in the eye and said, "Because that's the way that God made me." And then she turned around and ran off to play. And my soul knows it very well. How blessed are those who know that our sense of self-worth is grounded in simply being created in God's image and who we are in Christ. That before we do anything, it's simply who we are, and the way that we live our life matters. There are a lot of people in this world who struggle with being insignificant, with struggle with what they may have accomplished in life. And they need to know that there's not one person in this whole wide world who is insignificant to God. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Oh Lord, may we all know that deep within our soul. Until next time, I'm Susan Mitchell with Text Messages.